What up guys, it's Frazier here for Complex. It's December, which means in addition to holiday season, it's also list season, where we collect all the things that impacted culture this year and rank them. Now, Complex just published our 50 best albums of the year, and as always, it's been hotly debated on the internet. Now, I'm joined by two fellow members of the music team to discuss the science behind our picks, why we chose what we chose, and our own personal faves.
So I'm Angel, editorial producer for Complex News and
the internet's favorite punching bag.
Angel fucking Diaz.
internet troll extraordinaire.
I'm relatively boring compared to this guy. I'm Kiana Fitzgerald. I'm a staff writer for the music team.
So another thing that people say to us is, why are you publishing the list so early? When they don't realize that we actually go a little later than most people. And looking at a lot of lists that came out before ours and after, a lot of people had other albums higher that we did not. One of which was Cardi B.
Correct.
Yeah,
She was
like
either
everybody's
number
top.
one. Wait, did Time give her number
Time
one?
gave her number one.
I think Ringer gave her number one too.
I think Time just wanted to prove they listen to rap.
Yeah, Ringer too. Ringer
I agree.
should stick to sports, but you know, you ain't hear that
She's in
from me.
a lot of top 10s. She's not in our
is.
top 10.
She's
How do you
not
guys
in
feel?
the top
Isn't she? I
10?
think she's number 10, isn't she?
All right, yeah, so she closes it
Yeah.
out, then, but
Make
she's
sure.
not in our top 5,
Yeah.
which I feel like is a good space.
Yeah. I mean, I think it acknowledges the fact that like she came out with an album that most people said was a good album.
She had
at
some
least.
bangers on there.
Exactly. And she
It's
had
another one with no skips.
Yeah, no skip. She had crazy singles. So I think people are definitely giving her that kind of credit. But at the same time, it's like, is it really like top 5? I don't know. I love her, but I'm
I think
not
a
sure
lot of
about
people
that.
were just super excited that it was great.
Yeah.
Because they thought she was going to be a singles artist. They
Yeah.
thought she was going to drop a 30-track streaming album. And it's like concise, dope, no skips, banger front to
I
back.
mean, Scorpion was high too on some lists.
Scorpion is very low on
I've
ours.
seen.
Yeah, I think
I've
it's
seen,
33.
Yeah, I've seen people.
33 or 34.
I
Yeah.
seen Scorpion either be listed like super high or like how we had that shit like low
Yeah.
as hell.
I
I mean, he's
let's
gonna
talk
have a
about
bunch of
it.
Yeah,
songs on our list.
I know y'all were getting a lot of feedback about that,
Yeah,
or at least
I would
you
say
were.
half of my DMs or Twitter mentions are over Scorpion. But I
Yeah,
mean,
shout
like,
out to that Pierre blurb from the Pitchfork.
shout out Alphonse. He put it like succinctly. Drake didn't have his best year, especially project-wise. Like
He
he
had
had
a-
his busiest year. Like as we're filming this, Best Songs hasn't come out, but when Best Songs drops, Drake is all over that. And I think this might go down as like his most active year.
Yeah, I
That's
mean,
the key word.
and
Active.
he got caught up in that Migos thing where it's just like they put out decent albums, but they're just like too long.
I think I personally like side B more. I think
I mean,
the rap side is like a lot of skips and unmemorable stuff to me.
That's interesting. I actually, no disrespect. I feel like I just kind of cut that shit in half. Like I took like 7 songs from one side and 7 songs from the other side and put them together. But yeah, I think at this point Drake can be a lot more
That's a great
discerning.
point.
Yeah,
It's how great of an album is it if when it drops, everyone's making playlists to like cut it down.
exactly.
Yeah, you know me, I don't really listen to his albums.
And you would have had him
I
at
listen to
74
songs.
anyway, so.
What happened?
You would have had him at 74 in your own personal list.
Nah, I think it was a cool album. You mean he had too many hits on it not to make the albums list.
Yeah.
So it's whatever.
I'm
I'm glad that we had the balls to leave
That's
it
true.
that low. You know what I mean? Usually we don't move like that. You know. People were talking shit that we had Drip Harder too high. Right? It was
Too
12.
high?
Yeah, it was 12.
I feel like everyone's so high on that album.
Perfectly
Yeah.
slotted,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Like I thought I was having second guesses. I'm like, damn, maybe it was like too high. Like, because people kept talking shit to me, and then like I had the blurb comparing
Angel is the best at blurbs.
Lil Baby and Gunna to Michael Jackson and Prince, right? Like if Michael Jackson and Prince made a collab album when they first started out, it would be that. You know what I
It's
mean?
tongue in cheek.
And I was
Exactly.
fucking around. If you read that blurb, you took it seriously. Like I really don't know.
I don't know why people
What to
don't understand
tell
how
you.
you operate by now. This is so weird.
It's like people just get upset.
You got a whole KTT
Bro,
thread
motherfuckers
dedicated to you.
Yeah, that right. There's threads on Reddit, KTT, people in my mentions on Twitter, people DMing me and fucking IG. It's like, bro, like, why y'all take this so seriously?
My favorite one that I saw in one of those threads too is someone saying this guy obviously never heard Michael and Prince.
Yeah, it's like,
Fucking Herb.
so, I don't know. I thought it was, I think that album was a moment, right? We didn't, it came out, that shit was incredible. Both of them became stars this year.
Absolutely.
Sure.
So I think it was high more so because of that, because of the impact that it had. And I mean, Drip Too Hard and or Drip Hard or whatever the song is
Drip
called.
Too Hard.
Drip Too Hard and Never Recover. Those are two of the best songs that came out this year. You know what I mean? And I don't know.
Drip Too Hard
I
hit like number 4 on the Hot 100.
Yeah,
like,
I
it's
like
an
that
actual
album,
pop song at this point.
All right, so now let's get into what we settled on as our top 5. I think this is where the meeting has definitely got
a little testy.
a little crazy and definitely like the most shifts back and forth. We'll get into 1 and 2 later, but 3, 4, and 5, we got J.Rock coming in at 5 with Redemption.
For sure.
I wanted Nipsey to be number 5, but I think Nipsey was 6.
Nipsey 6, yeah. Shout out Nipsey though, he got the Grammy now.
Yeah, he did.
I
Grande.
remember when Complex ain't fuck with Nipsey. I remember
Wait, you
that.
settled that.
You know what I mean?
Single-handedly fixed that.
And he was talking about songs that are on the album to you.
Yeah. Oh
Then,
man, I
like
forget
5
what
years
album
ago.
that was. I think it was
Maybe Rap Nigga?
Yeah, Rap Nigga. Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's like the first time I went viral.
First of many. So yeah, he edged out just a little bit though. Again.
Yeah, I mean Redemption is really good. I
Redemption is
thought I
very
wanted
strong.
Victory Lap to be in the top 5 just because it came out like super early in the year and it like still held up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
But you know, J-Rock's album was good, man. That was his best album so far.
For sure. And
Yeah.
I think he it did like a lot for him commercially too.
Yeah,
Definitely.
man.
Like a much
He
larger
was on the Black
landscape.
Panther soundtrack.
Yeah.
What helped him out, like King's Dead.
And it's like a
Yeah.
lot of songs that are like more accessible but
Exactly.
still him.
Yeah.
Which is like anytime an artist
His
accomplishes
videos
that
are crazy too. The videos
Yeah.
that he has for that album.
I think
King's Dead
J-Rock.
video's fire.
Yeah,
Win's fire.
I think J-Rock has been like primed for this for a while, and he's always been super fucking talented, but I think he just needed like a conduit of some sort to like hit mainstream, and I think Kendrick used himself in that way, but very subtly,
Yeah.
just on like letting him take the lead on King's Dead, like just being on the hook for Win, which is like both of those songs are Grammy nominated. So like Kendrick kind of like had his hand in that
Yeah, he
shit, but he
did.
also stepped back and was like, let him do him.
Kendrick did what like Biggie used to do, you know what I mean, for Lil Kim and Junior Mafia and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like he used his star power to uplift
Yeah.
his guy. Like J-Rock is his OG, right? Like
Facts.
J-Rock was the first dude on
Out of
TV.
TV.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
And he's super talented. Like I'm happy for him.
Number
J-Rock is
4,
5 and
we
4.
got Ariana Grande. This is
Yeah.
when it got content.
I wanted Ariana to be
I would
number
never
3.
expect to go into a meeting and Angel is the one arguing for Ariana to be higher.
See, look,
Because let's talk about it. Man. Let everyone want to be on Ariana this year. But
I fuck with Ariana.
I
but
took
it's just
control
this
of
guy,
the bullpen music.
This guy
Who's always complaining every
plays.
time?
He plays
There was
Ariana
one day-
all the time.
One day I did an Ariana
Like a whole
Grande
set.
set.
And it's like you
And
don't
I call it hell.
play. You play Ariana, but you don't play no Mariah. Like I never hear him play Mariah. So it's like how you not gonna play her mom's? You feel me? Like that's Mariah's son, B. Like
Number 1, I'm not a pop girl, so like it's really hard for me to really dive into pop albums. We have a coworker named Carolyn who has tried so hard to get me into Ariana, and I was
Shout
just
out Carolyn.
shout out Carolyn, but I refused because I'm not that girl. But I finally was like, let me give it a shot.
Ariana been coming with it.
I know, but again,
Baby
not my
high,
thing. Not my thing. But I will say, Pharrell was a great way for me to kind of get into her
Word.
because I wasn't like about the pop beats before.
yeah. So I mean, I wanted Ariana to be number 3, just because I didn't want 3 rap albums.
Never.
To
I
be
would
1, 2,
never.
and 3. You feel me? So I just wanted.
I would lose every bet saying that Angel would walk into a meeting.
I mean, I wasn't the biggest fan of G.O.O.D. It's a good album, you know. I think it was a little heavy-handed, a little
Preachy?
preachy, you know. And I think the backlash to the way he went about marketing that album led to him bringing Thug on tour and doing that weird interview with Lil Pump. But it is one of his better albums. I think it's way too high, honestly.
It's not in my personal top 5, but once it entered our top 5, I just, like, for me, that album, once you get past, like, maybe the first 2 songs, it gets, like, really, really good. And there's a lot of, like, gems on there where he's, like, rapping
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, for sure.
And I don't know, I just felt like I really like Sweetener. But if Cole is already in the Complex top 5, it just felt weird to have him go under Sweetener. Like, I feel like we're undermining like his accomplishments on that album a little bit.
Yeah.
No, yeah, he didn't have like he didn't reach for like that radio single that he kind of usually does.
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't do that on For Your Eyes Only.
Yeah,
His
I
last
feel
albums.
like he tried to be way more accessible on this album than he was on For Your Eyes Only, but still like.
Yeah, because he
Pushing
was
himself
trying to balance like that accessibility with like that ham-fisted delivery of like, this is what you should do with your life. Listen to me, let me control your shit, you know? And it was just like, I understand, like I appreciate his messaging, and I feel like a lot of people throw the word corny around a lot with him. And it sucks because I understand he's trying to get a message across, but at the same time, it's like, dog, you gotta like meet the people where they are. You can't try to force people to come to you.
Yeah, I mean, it
Kevin's
just.
Heart song. Like,
I mean, the whole thing just came across as kind of like a Russ move. I mean, kind of like when Russ wore that shirt.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
man.
It's like I mean, I enjoy drug dealer music more than I do drug user music. You know what I'm saying?
Fair.
But like, I'm not gonna tell a motherfucker how to live their life either. Like, you don't know what people going through.
yeah.
True.
You know why people, people drink lean and pop pills and shit because they've had trauma in their life.
Yeah, they're
and they're going
escaping.
through shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was one of like the big moments in our meetings that came down to like a full vote. And me being like the Ariana stan in the office, I think you were surprised when I switched and voted for J.
John
Cole.
McCain.
Accused me of being John
Frazier's
McCain.
John McCain, dog. That motherfucker will support you, okay? This guy will support you publicly, but in them chambers, when it's time to vote, he's gonna flip on you, B. That's it, like, that's what he did to me.
I
in
got
this,
off the hospital and ran in just to fuck the vote up.
our top two albums. Let's talk about the top two albums.
So, I mean, I think it's agreed upon that was always going to be between these two guys, right?
Yes.
So we got a Texas native here.
Yes.
We got a Texas native, we got me. I've been like hard for Travis since like upper echelon, Al Faro days.
Definitely.
Definitely days before rodeo.
Definitely. And what is your association?
Pusha makes the type of rap that I only listen to.
Yeah. so,
Disgusting rap. That's all I listen to.
I mean,
Bars.
we had you there, you Texas, me kind of in the middle on
Yeah.
both.
But I've been wanting Astroworld from the beginning.
Basically,
to be
it's like the old debate, right? It's like bars and music.
yeah.
That, right?
Pretty
Like,
much, yeah.
That's what it boiled down to.
Yeah.
But then you had Travis
Yeah.
going for a watershed moment.
For sure.
And like, I would say totally meeting it.
Definitely.
Yeah, and he likes his music. With his music, he likes to push the envelope, right? And I think he did with this album, and he succeeded.
Yeah.
I mean, it was probably a little too long, by today's standards.
By today's standards.
What is it, like 17 tracks?
Some people said
it's
that, but
17, 18, but it's 59 minutes long.
And you know my
still,
feelings
like, go
about
by-
Travis. Like, I
there's no
don't
real skips.
I don't take Travis seriously as a rapper. You
Yeah.
know? Even though he's like the fourth best rapper in his 20s,
According to Complex.com.
according to Complex.com.
Go
You
check
feel
that out.
me? Sickle Mode is like incredible.
Definitely.
Yeah, I mean that whole fucking album sounds like a roller coaster. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
That, the Houston themes, like,
Exactly.
Yeah, like
there's all types of little
the screw
references there and
Yeah.
shit.
And that was like the major thing for me was like, not only did he make this big like orchestral moment of an album, he also very like directly tied all these references in from like Houston and Texas as well, because there were like moments where he reached out to Big Tuck, who's from Dallas, who did like the Not a Stain on Me, and he took the sample from that. So like he did a lot to bring Texas into this album. Pretty much, I would say like 60 to 70% of this album like has some kind of Texas reference. So at that point, I was like, okay, not only is he paying attention to his current fans with the sound, he's like trying to draw in Texas fans, like
and it's
people that
cool
don't fuck with him like that.
It's kind of like what Drake was trying to do with Scorpion with the New Orleans thing, but he's not from New Orleans, so it's like it didn't really come
You had that
across.
tuck.
Nah, I'm
Yeah,
not
that-
even. I just brought that's like off
That's
top.
from the hip.
You know what I mean? I thought Astroworld, an overall body of work, how ambitious it was, I thought is the best
That's
album.
two angel surprises.
The best album.
Ariana
Now,
top
if we
3
talking about
and
rap album,
Yeah.
voting against
then you gotta go with Daytona,
Yeah.
right?
And like to that point, I feel like Daytona succeeded because like I feel like this year has been all about brevity and like how much can I say in a short amount of time.
I mean, it's like, the 7-track, people talk shit about the 7-track album, but I mean, it's 7 tracks with no skips.
Exactly.
There's no holes in that album.
Yeah.
So it's like,
And that approach didn't work for everybody, not even in that rollout. So I think that says a lot about what Push was able to accomplish.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
Daytona, rap album of the year.
Yeah.
Album of the year, not even rap album.
All right, so approximately 12 to 15 meetings later, we settled on a number one that we can all collectively get behind, even if it's not our personal number one, Daytona. We got more lists coming up. Keep it locked to Complex Music and Complex News. We got best songs, best verses, a lot of more opportunities for you to get in our mentions and hate us.
Bring it on.